Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in. Check out your boy, P Funk, thinking right out here in my lab, and I'm in the book. Oh, I'm in the book. I'm rolling right now. So class is in session. The teacher's about to get on his duty, so pay attention. Let's go. We're gonna talk about the mystical symbolism of the story of Asar Aset and Heru. That's the story about me and you. It's a good one, but it's a summation. Gonna break it down. We just went through it, so just like a summation review of the chapter we just went through. I'm not done yet, so this is just one breakdown. So let's go. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's always the message in my stories for life. I give life lessons. You tune in and receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline practiced daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I ask the question, do you know you? You will when I get through. That's what I do for you. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have to answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. Don't be them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself and to my yacht be true. We rocking. So let's get into the P Funk's philosophy on the mystical symbolism of the story of Asar and Aset. This is the breakdown in Heru, the spirit that's in me and you. This is a little quick breakdown of the lessons that we're trying to get to convey to you. Let's see if you're getting it. Asar represents me and you, our human soul. I tell you on the five elements: sun, fire, shu, air, tefnut, moisture, gab, the earth, and the fifth element is heaven, nu. The sixth is man, the beast. That's the beastly nature which is man is born under, and that's normal. That ain't a bad thing. Okay, so get past that nonsense. But the sixth element is the spirit that's in man, all right, which has incarnated on earth in human form. We are spiritual beings having a human experience on earth. Thus, he now represents the innermost reality of all human beings. He represents us. The soul, which is him, falls in love with what? Life, mortality, humans, and the physical human existence, which is symbolized by Nephet, which is his sister. Remember, all the brothers and sisters at that time, they all come from the same place. They're united brothers and sisters. We giving them the marriage, breaking it. It ain't incest. It ain't real. These are mythological people, their principles and concepts. So don't get caught up in, oh, here, sister. Nah, stop. It ain't literal. Mythological to teach. And again, reality in all human spirits. But the soul falls in love with nature, which is physical existence, which is symbolized by Nethet. She represents mortality. Her sister Aset represents immortality. So he wanted to taste of mortality. so the souls forget. He came here and it forgets what? Its true self, and it becomes overpowered by who? Its lower nature. Dun 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 dun. His egoistic brother. Okay? Which represented by the ego. You got the spirit and the ego. The ego gonna kill the spirit. Yep. So enough. And that's you fall a victim to what? Your lower nature, which is the ego self. He took you out. So your offspring, Haru, that's the spirit that's in me and you. We're here in human form to avenge our father against our evil uncle, which is your ego. This little story. I'm trying to teach you. I'm trying to hope you're getting it. But Asar, brother, who is what? Set the ego. It symbolizes all symbolism. Again, understand the myth as a symbolical concept. And Set represents the ego and all of the negative qualities that come with the human being who can develop them when they are what? Ignorant of their higher true self. That's what we are all born ignorant of that. So unless we get better, the quality that's set for us, our ego, will take you through life. So your ego, again, set, has hacked to pieces the soul in an attempt to stop it any chance for it to reincarnate in order to seek redemption or enlightenment in the next life. He knew that if the body ain't intact, it won't reincarnate. That's why when he cut the body up, he's symbolic. The ego is treacherous. First time he drowned him, put him in a coffin, sent him down the river. Okay, he came back. He just got away. I'm gonna cut him into pieces. That's the ego concept. Tear and destroy. Why? So he don't get a chance to redeem or get new life. So he's trying to take him out of existence. That's your ego. The ego is self-destructive. It ain't just about you. He don't care about himself either. He cause you problems too, just like anybody else. So it represents by that, and she represents the physical pleasures. So he fell victim to lower nature again, and that will kill you, fellas. It will kill you. Trust me. And this is all philosophical, but it's real. If you can put it to concept, I got somebody I can use as an example. And Set is also the treachery, the trickery of the world. Those people who just use and manipulate people for their selfish gains, that's Set. That's the ego. Men and women, don't make a difference. Okay, don't think it's just men. No. Okay? So that which seems to be promised, and what the devil do? Promise you the world, the deal maker. Yeah, just worship me. You promise you pleasures. In reality, that's the snare which enslaves all of y'all who want something for nothing, the soul to the myriad of what forms, and it leads to nothing but misery, disappointment as a human in human existence. When your ego leads you into situations that you gotta be responsible for, that's what you sitting there wondering, why the hell did I get here? Yeah, listen to the ego. Okay? So thus Heru represents your spiritual self, your higher self, aspiration. Your desires are to study daily, practice the teachings that you're learning, aka, and this is how you defeat Set. Because Set is that distraction, that Goliath, and that's what pressure your life into indulging what? Pleasures of the flesh and living wrong. As long as the ego's in charge, it don't have no respect for nothing other than what it wants. And it's going to continue to want. That's all it's going to do. Don't let that lead you. Don't be that. And that's the whole purpose of this lesson. Aset is the wisdom which allows you, the person, to now put together your full understanding. My buddy got a phrase, the God of my understanding. The God that you serve, you should at least understand who the hell you're serving. So you can manifest and make them up. Don't care, but at least you should know. Okay. And teachings to put together the understanding of your higher reality, aka your spiritual self. Spirit is eternal. When you can put it to use by doing good, positive things, you will be rewarded. She is also what we call the knowledge of how to call the divine. Told you when she came and found her son dead from the scorpion sting that Set sent from the scorpion, she screamed so loud, told Ra, stop the world. Everything stopped. They said that's the power that she had. When she called on Ra, he listened. When you pray, that's your idea if you calling on God. Okay, that's the same concept, but she had the inside track. She knew his real name. Remember, she knew what to call him by. He had the answer. That's the concept. If you know God, you know how to call him. All right. So in the call, what she called the divine, in order to discover one's spiritual essence, you have to go deep. She, together with her inner spirit, which is symbolized by who? Her husband, brother, Asar. That's why she's always a couple. Spirit along with knowledge, she symbolizes wisdom, are also the power within the human heart, which gives you encouragement, inner strength to what? Face life adversities of the world. And then when you're in trouble, when you're in need, when you call out to the divine, when you go into prayer mode, my pastor would tell you when he called on the Father listens. I understand the concept because I called him and he heard me too. So again, this is what it means. So in order to attain spiritual enlightenment, You have to put in some work. Okay? So when a desire to learn spirituality, the spiritual discipline emerges, it is your spirit of Asar, which is coming back to try to tell you, urging you to aspirate his son onward. He didn't make it, so he didn't come back and tell me how to fight my evil uncle. Yeah, he was the evil uncle. He was the bad guy. So I got to realize for myself, I got to save myself. Ain't nobody coming back to help me. Okay? So then what happens? So the movement that you have now towards spirituality is nurtured by this goddess as the mother who brings forth new life and nurses the health and growth by protecting it from the elements and from all negative influence until what? Until it is strong enough to stand on its own. Sound like a mother, don't it? Same thing my mom did for me. I get that concept. I'm fully aware of that. But what they're showing here, I missed up. I'm going to get something started right here. The nurturing. The nurturing. You see the baby Heru on the lap of mother? That's what she nurtured him. She kept him in her bosom and nurtured him until he old enough to fight on his own. Okay? You see him at pretty much height, standing there still nurturing. Okay? So he ran on that tit for a while. I thought that was strange, but it's symbolical. All right? She was his first teacher. All right. But Anubis, he represents the development of your own personal intellectual discrimination, your discernment factor. You got to be able to know what? You got the power, the ability to what? Understand and know truth from untruth. That was Anubis' job at the scales. You couldn't lie and BS him. No, he's above that. Okay. So reality from unreality. And Sobek, he's the crocodile guy. Okay. Now he's the one that he ended up eating a part of Asar that, I didn't know. And it goes that the story goes, the myth goes, how crocodiles don't have a tongue because he tore his tongue out. Okay. But that's the beastly nature. That's your lower nature corralled. Okay. He's power but under control. Why? Because he didn't want to help Asar. He actually helped him out. He didn't know that was he was eating, but yeah, he came in to the rescue, put him on his back, and took him out. And he represents what we call raw power, that beast in us, and lower nature. Okay, the physical body, when it's sublimated and placed in the service of your higher self, we could tell you, men, if you don't masturbate, you don't have sex for 28 days, like the women get a menstrual cycle, men get a reversion of cerebral spinal fluid, the new juice of life. And if you waste it, squander it, okay. But if you save it, you add years to your life. He wasted his, okay. Man, he wasted it or had his sex to make a difference. But when the bullets, you run out of bullets, you empty, party's over, pretty much. So that's the concept. But now, how is it possible for you to just read a brief introduction of the myth of Aset? You got to go way past that. What I'm giving you about her, you need to do your own homework and really get to understand about her. So now we must find out what it means to what? Study her teachings. I just told you. We getting to the next. I'm still taking out her road. We're still in her road. We're in her book. This is all about her. Okay, it's all about knowledge and wisdom. That's her thing. And studying her teachings, putting them into use, practicing them. Now, what it means to now become what? Her disciple. She's your teacher. You're her student. You're taking her life lessons. She's leading you along the path so that you can be doing what you need to do. And this is the path of SMA, S-M-A-I, or yoga. Okay, a philosophy that you can practice. Then we will understand what? Her teachings, and how to use them and realize it to what? To make it effective in your life. Well, how stuff that happened thousands of years ago, it still works today. Like the blood of Jesus, knowledge of self still works today. Okay, the philosophy still holds true today. The importance of the goddess in the Asarian resurrection, Aset, is paramount. Why? Because the resurrection works because of her. And it's her special knowledge, which she learned from Ra. She is the ultimate teacher, or the teacher of Heru. What's that? The spirit that's in me and you. She's the intuitive knowledge that if we keep working, we'll get to her and she'll open everything we need to know to us. That's the mother and that's the child. She nourishing us. She give us whatever we need. And when it comes to intuitive knowledge, that's what she has waiting for you. And she's the one who urges you to fight for what's true, virtuous, and righteous. In the same manner, she, I said, is the author of what? Resurrection. Ain't nobody ever, but y'all got Christ. He brought back Lazarus. But in ancient times, she's the only one that performed the resurrections. Okay? Yeah, that's how bad she was. And in every spiritual aspirant who seeks her, who practices her philosophy, who gets devoted to her philosophy and concepts, have found favor in the form of what we call wisdom and understanding. You have knowledge, you have understanding of who you are. So now her divine grace is secured by those who revere her sagas and extol what her glories, get to know her from that aspect and seek her company, become one with her, follow her precepts like I do my app, and daily meditate on her teachings. That's how you get to know your higher self, your true self, aka thyself. I'm going to cut this lesson short because it's just one page of information. I'll let you chew on that. Hope you get the concept. I'll be right back. Now we're about to go to what? The path of initiation into the temple of Aset. More Aset, devote to. Oh, we got good more. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. But cut it down short this time. Hope you enjoyed it. But again, in closing, right thinkers, may you all live to be 300 miles a day. So I never know my right thinkers passed away. For those who now understand the mystical symbolism of the story of Asar Aset Heru, spirit that's in me and you, and passed away. I'll be right back.